Peace to your feet, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Report on what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the
Hey guys, back with another video. This video is of course about Isaiah Harris. In this video, I'm going to shed light. I'm putting all of my videos together, basically, most of my videos together that I've done over the past, pointing out a lot of these things that all of a sudden everybody is having awakening about now. But anyway, this video is the video that y'all didn't know y'all needed. So we're gonna break down a few things in this video, and I'm thinking about coming on and doing a live later on today, or it'll be tomorrow. Not sure, but if y'all want me to go live so you guys can come up at a point and speak your piece, I will, because I could do it on this video and the other one that I did it's like Tuesday. But yeah, this is the video that I'm putting all the pieces together in one video. Well, majority of the pieces, because it's a lot. And that's what I was saying, like, y'all need to go back to my previous videos to see a lot of stuff that I broke down that people are now currently talking about. That's for the ones that's new to my page that be coming on here just talking crap. But yeah, so let's get into it, because y'all know over here we don't play about our girl. We do not play about Isaiah, and it is what it is. So let's go. So first, we're gonna break down the situation with Roxy. I have a video, a recording basically of a panel a while back when a girl was clocking Roxy about the fan in the clothes situation, right? So we're gonna jump into that video, and then the most current video that she did on that panel that everybody is raving about, that I covered Tuesday as well. And we're gonna go on and on from there, because I got my old videos that I'm gonna play about me breaking down these clothes. So let's get into it.
Over 50-something people out there searching for your niece. They was all in bandos. They was going all in wood. He was the one who found the shoe in the clothes. And people in the chat,
he's not the one that found the shoe in the clothes. I did.
People in the chat comment, Roxy, I got a video.
Okay,
there we have it.
Obviously, you didn't see the original video with me and Mark.
Roxy, I got the
because when
video.
I found them, I called the police, and the police never came over there to get the shoes.
But the shoes and the
because they said that was the description of the shoes that they were looking for. So that's why they didn't come out there. Mosquito Bite, Rapper Boy, whatever you want to call him, didn't come out there until the day after we were already searching over there with the police.
Okay, so if he didn't come until the day after, so y'all just left the shoe and the stuff right there. It just was left there.
Yeah.
Roxy, that's cap. Anna, I sent you the video.
So y'all heard her clocking Roxy about finding the clothes, and I have people in my comments. Well, I see one specific person in my comments saying Roxy never said that she found those clothes, when everybody in the world know that Roxy and Mark took claim of finding those clothes or whatever. So y'all just clearly heard her say again that she found clothes. So let's keep going, because in this video, this is the guy that the young lady was speaking about. He did a live video, and he was actually walking with the police and stuff too. He's the one saying that he found the clothes, and Roxy them took the rap for finding it. So let's get into it.
It's a brand new shoe out here, man. Feel me? Ain't nobody just motherfucking taking off their brand new suit and leaving it right here like this. And it look like it's blood right there. Look at it. I know what blood look like. Definitely giving blood, bro. And definitely a brand new ass shoe, man. This bitch ain't got no crease and clean as hell. Blood on her back. Who the fuck leaving a brand new shoe right here? Come on, man. Definitely blood, bro. If you don't think that's blood, you crazy, bro. I know what blood look like. Feel me? That's why motherfucking Detroit needs to start tearing down these big ass like this. Okay. Thank you.
So at what point does the FBI get involved? We work with the FBI, but they don't take over or anything like that. Okay. Unless it was like serial. Generally there has to be some sort of federal nexus, commerce. There's certain rules where the FBI is involved. Okay. I know everybody thinks it's cool, the FBI, but they don't really. They have to be like federal. It has to be a federal nexus.
Okay, so y'all seen that. So now let's go back to the panel she was on a couple of days ago. This is current a current panel that she was on that I did a video on. So let's go back to that video of them talking about the same issue, and we'll be back.
We exchanged numbers or what have you at the interview and stuff.
So I
don't know how she's speaking on me.
So I have a residual question. What is the documentary for?
The documentary is for me telling my standpoint, because obviously people feel however they feel about me. So just like how she came on here and said she need to tell her truth and all this other stuff like that, I'm telling people how I came into play into this. Because people assume I've been living here. People talking about I failed her. People talking about I didn't know her and this and this and that. I've already said all of these things, but you have all of these newcomers who want to know.
Why does your point matter when you and your mama both said y'all found out when we found out?
That's like me asking you, why does your point matter? And you're not a relative.
That's fine. You're a relative, and that's okay. But like.
Okay, so how do you mean
different if this was about like Messiah, but you just said about you?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Nothing. It's okay.
So did you find?
No, I didn't hear what you were saying because we were both talking at the same time. So can you repeat it?
Oh no, you're all right. I see what I have to say. Go ahead.
So did you find the clothes? Because I know that you or your mother said that you guys were the one who found the clothes that I guess Naziah had, and I wanted to clarify that as well.
When they were over there searching, I did not know the area that I was in. I was trying to get over there to the church. They were over there searching over there by the church. I saw the military people and the divers on the bridge because somebody contacted me and said, hey, I think they're over here looking for your cousin. There is a street that you go down. I guess it's an old golf course or something like that. I put it in my GPS. That's the way my GPS took me. The road that I was going down, which was Berg, which was the opposite way from them, I started looking over there. I stopped the military and asked them, I said, are y'all looking for a 13-year-old girl? They said yes. So that's how I confirmed that they were looking for me. I went and asked the divers, had they searched in the area or what have you that I was in. They was like, no, the area that I was in, you driving down the road, it's bags of trash, it's clothes, it's all kind of stuff. We were looking through all of that stuff. I did not know that was Naziah stuff. So I mean, what was the stuff there? Yes. Did I touch it? No, I did not know that was her stuff.
So what was the I don't know if I heard properly because I was doing something, but what was the reason for y'all saying there's no need to search for her anymore?
Because that is what the police told me.
Okay, so y'all heard that, and I'm leaving this video up for you guys. Discussion, take what you want from it, but I'm giving my commentary about the situation And like I've been saying from the beginning, those clothes are not Neziah clothes. And I proved why I said those clothes was not Neziah clothes. From the start, that's not what they were looking for. That's not what the first lady detective was told that they were looking for. They went out looking for the clothes that was stated in the missing persons report. And I'm going to play that video for y'all of her saying it. And no, that guy detective, the Caucasian detective, no, he is not the one that originally found those clothes. So yes, he did get on the stand and lie about finding those clothes. Someone else found those clothes and called, and they came out. Yes, he took the pictures of the clothes and left. He left them there, and then they came back a second time and did a search, and that's when they took those clothes and those shoes. So whoever needs to hear this, send it to him, because a lot of people has questions about these specific things that I'm just talking about, that I'm going over. He did not find those clothes. He took pictures of them when they first saw him, and he left. They came back weeks later or whatever, months later, and that's when they took those clothes. Those are not Neziah clothes. This is a dump site, a public dump site. Technically, these clothes shouldn't even be in evidence. It's too many hands been put on these clothes. It's out here where everybody goes. Like, everybody goes and dumps stuff. That's not, they shouldn't even. If Jarvis had a good defense team, they would eat this case up, because there's so much foul stuff that's going on, so it's ridiculous. And I'm just being honest about the situation. This is not me taking Jarvis' side, because we all know that he's a piece of crap. But let's keep going.
Name's Wyatt Barnes.
And how are you employed?
I work for the United States Border Patrol.
And how long have you been employed by the U.S. Border Patrol?
14 years and change.
And were you working back on March 12th of 2024?
Yes.
And in what capacity were you working?
I was working in a search and rescue capacity. That's our primary job, or my primary job.
Okay. And were you working alone or with a partner or a group of people?
With a team. There was a sizable team that day.
And what is it that you guys were doing?
We were responding to a missing person.
Okay.
In that area.
And which area are we talking about? Where were you at?
7 Mile and Berg.
Okay. And what was your role in searching the 7 Mile and Berg area?
I was searching the riverbank of the River Rouge. We were searching south along the bank. I was on the east side of the bank in the 7 Mile Berg area.
Okay. And when you were searching this area, was there anything in particular that you were told to look for?
Just nothing solid, but there were just some like child-sized clothing things, just anything that could have been washed up on the riverbank. There was a storm recently, so we were in the water and on the riverbanks.
Okay, so you're kind of looking for maybe some child-sized clothing.
Yes.
Okay, and did you come across any clothing that you thought maybe would fit a description?
Yes.
Okay, and where was that at?
That was south of 7 Mile and Berg, near a abandoned structure next to a dirt parking lot. About, I can't give an exact distance, maybe 50 feet off the river.
Okay. And when you find articles of clothing, what is it that you do in your role?
So there's a lot of stuff that might be washed up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to age it and make sure that it is something that could possibly be related. And then I'm going to just immediately report a picture to the incident command so that they can send people to properly inspect it.
Okay. And when you say age, what do you mean by aging?
Just to make sure that it hasn't obviously been in the brush for years, or it's not some garbage that washed up. That's all.
Okay. And in this search in particular, what was kind of the time frame that you were supposed to be like using to age?
Recent. Not like within a month or two.
Okay.
So it would still look new.
Okay. And so when you find items, you said that you age them and then you kind of report them to Instant Command.
Yes.
Okay. And how is it that you report them? Do you go like a walkie-talkie? Do you call them on the phone?
Via radio.
Okay.
Just
Okay. And what is it that you found in this case?
I found I don't know if this is the right term for it, but like a onesie.
Okay.
It was mostly balled up in the brush with a shoe inside of it. And so I pulled I didn't know it was clothing at the time, but I pulled it out of the brush just to kind of open it up and see what it was. And then once I saw that it was clothing with the shoe inside, I just reported it to the Instant Command.
Okay. And when you're touching these items, are you wearing gloves?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall, describe the onesie, color, size, anything like that?
Pink.
Okay.
Honestly, the size, small.
And what about the shoes?
Shoe.
Or shoes. The shoe that you got.
It was a small Nike shoe.
Okay.
And
And-
it was.
Sorry.
It was inside the onesie, which was inside out.
So let me give my commentary on this, like what I think. So what I think is either this guy is lying, or either he, like I stated, the other detective said that they took pictures and left them there and came back weeks or months later and retrieved them once they got word that those could have been her clothes. So either he's lying, or either he pulled them out, took the pictures like he said, and they left like the other detective said. And then once this guy ended up doing a search, he ends up coming across it once again. And because they are in his video, they are still like it was on the pictures that the guy detective took. So either way, they effed up. Either way, they effed up. I don't know if, but I don't know like specifically who found it. Was it Roxy? Was it the guy? But from what I know, back in the past, that guy went live and made a video and said that he found them. I know Roxy did a video and said that her and Mark found it. So that's still in the air. But we know that this detective effed up. That's what we do know. But the guy is walking with the military people in his video that Roxy was saying that she was walking with. But why is there, I don't know if there's that I've seen a video with Roxy walking with the military, but that guy is actually walking with them, talking to them, asking questions and everything. So this detective is clearly taking responsibility for finding those clothes when I think he did it. So let's keep going. We finna get into the lady detective, and this is why I say that them clothes shouldn't even be in evidence, because she's finna tell it all right here. But before I play what the lady detective said, I'm gonna bring up the video I did about the clothes on the flyer, and what Annette said Nazaya had on. So I'm gonna play my videos on that I did in the past, and then we'll jump to what the lady said. And it's gonna make sense, because what was originally stated is what they were looking for. Where did this red, black, white shoes and a pink jumpsuit come from? So let's get into it. My bad, y'all, but I want to come back and say, with me playing this video, y'all listen carefully to what I'm saying in here. Excuse the video, because back then in this time frame, I was playing around with a lot of like voices, and you could still hear what I'm saying, but the voice is kind of okay. So y'all just pay attention to this video and what I'm saying. So let's get into it.
She was wearing a white shirt, black jacket. Where did they get a pink one piece from? Also, she told him that she was pregnant, and we just need to go back all the way through the text messages of when and how far along she was at that time, January 9th. even though the news clipping stated what she was last wearing, I wanted to go to the family member's Roxy Rocks page to see what she posted on the flyer, what it said. And it says, Naziah Harris went missing on Tuesday, January 9, 2024, sometime after 2:50 p.m. from Detroit's east side. She was last seen exiting a school bus in the area of Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive. She was wearing a light blue jean shirt, light blue jean pants, pink and white rubber-rats coat with a fur collar, and blue and white Nike gym shoes. Naziah is the name. Naziah is 13 years old, 5'2" tall, and weighed 130 pounds. Now, mind you, they said she was wearing red, black, and white Nikes. And then they said in here, she's wearing, what is that? Blue and white Nike gym shoes. How did she go from 2 different colors like that? Not to mention, they even said she had on a blue jean shirt. A blue jean shirt, y'all can clearly see what they trying to say in that picture. The last picture she took was a white shirt. Come on now. This ain't adding up, and they need to make it mix, because I ain't no dummy. But I'm going to break it on down for y'all and let y'all get it. I would think Shannon, Annette, and Shannon twin sister, because they all live in the house together, would know what Naziah had on that day, especially Annette, because she says she dropped Naziah off at school that day, which I'm going to debunk that too. And I would think Roxy, who's doing all the advocating for Naziah, would probably want to fact that out, like really fact check that, because you wouldn't want to be putting out wrong information on this girl, and this is what people looking for her to be in. And this is just a needle in a haystack, because this is the beginning of me, because I got
on January 9th, 2024.
Yes, she was wearing a pair of light powdered blue jeans with a light powdered blue jacket that had the black little fur around the collar. It was like a 2-piece set.
Okay. And did she have a sweater on or a shirt on or something?
She had a shirt. She wore a shirt underneath it.
Maybe I'm tripping, because I don't see a light powder blue jacket on under the black one. So she's saying that she had on 2 sweater hoodies and a white shirt. That don't make sense, and that ain't what it's showing in this picture at all. Now, one thing I will say is what they saying she had on in this picture right here of her missing on the night. It matches. It's what a girl would do, is make sure their shoes match their clothes, right? Don't make sense is them backtracking at some point saying that she had on red, white, and black shoes with this outfit, but the grandma saying she had on powder blue and that powder blue and white. But then they saying that they found the red, white, and black Nikes with this pink bodysuit that we've never seen a picture of her with that outfit on the day she went missing. So this is just all confusing, but I'm breaking it down for y'all. Them having the red, black, and white Nikes with that pink bodysuit really fucked them up. Let me be honest, because no girl is wearing red, black, and white Nikes with pink anything. They don't even match. And her being the age she is, they always make sure they look perfect. Everything match. And let me tell y'all, all of this is my opinion. So the way that they found that outfit tells me, it leads me to believe that that stuff was planted. When y'all listen to this recording, this pre-trial, the detective or whatever he is that found this outfit, he's gonna explain to y'all how he seen it before he touched it and moved it. Somebody planted this stuff to try to throw people off, because it don't make sense. It just don't make sense at all. I'm gonna let y'all listen.
So y'all heard how I broke that down back then. Now I'm finna play the video with the lady detective, and also the teacher. She also said that something different, that Naziah had on a plaid shirt, a plaid jacket. And people try to make it seem like she talking about that coat. No, I don't. This lady ain't that old. Even if you are old, you know the difference between plaid and
a cartoon character coat. So, let's get into this.
It has to be over 20.
And what kind of searches were done in this case in general?
So we searched as far as like land searches.
All kinds.
All kinds. Well, we searched Ypsilanti as we did our workup, and we're looking at different locations that Mr. Butts had been to. We identified an area out in Clinton Township that he had gone out to back and forth before, and that was an area that Shannon Harris, his child's mother, had lived at. So this was kind of like a route out there, and we located, there was like a big retention pond out there. So that was another place that we had dive teams come out. We had the helicopter, the cadaver dogs, and we searched out in Clinton Township. As we start breaking down the phone, mapping a little bit more on Mr. Butt's phone, it kind of led us to 7 Mile and Berg.
And what's out in 7 Mile and Berg?
So 7 Mile and Berg, there is a vacant parking lot on the southwest corner. It used to be a golf course. So the entire south side of 7 Mile, from Berg and then heading back east, used to be a golf course, which is now shut down. And then on the other side of Berg, there's a parking lot where it has like a vacant building, which used to be the clubhouse for the golf club. And then right behind that parking lot is the Rouge River.
And when's the first time that you get out to 7 Mile and Berg?
We went out once. It was probably maybe a couple weeks later that we went out there. We went out there once, and I remember it had snowed. So when we went out there, it wasn't as easy to search. We're kind of looking if somebody was just placed out there or if something was easily identifiable, but because of the snow, we knew that we were going to have to come back again once that melted because it'd be easier to see underneath.
Okay. And so do you go out there again?
Yeah, we've been out there multiple times. I've probably been out there 7, 8 times, all with various dive teams. We searched the complete river from 8 Mile all the way down past 96 on foot with cadaver dogs, in boats, in the water. There's several log jams. We had state police actually had their helicopter fly the entire route so we could GPS all the log jams. We had to coordinate with specialized teams to come in to help cut these log jams apart, which go throughout the river. And then throughout the season, obviously we had some rain, so the water goes up and down, which now brings the debris onto the land, so you have to actually search the land a couple hundred feet. And in some places that the water has pulled debris. We searched the homes, as I said, searched the vehicles.
So when you're out there at 7 Mile and Berg, do you have an idea of what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the idea of what you're looking for?
So initially when we were out there, again, we had the clothing description. We had the picture of her that she had sent that night, or that day that she went missing on the 9th. So we were looking for the black hoodie. We were looking for, again, initially we were told blue and white gym shoes.
Now, is there a time where that changes?
Yes.
Okay, and what is it that makes that change?
So as we go out to areas and search, when we leave, a lot of times large community groups may go out there, right? And they saw that we were at 7 Berg, and I know people come out there to help. There was a group that had been out there and they were recording, and they saw a pair of Nike shoes, which were the red and black. We were alerted of those on our initial search. It's documented in our river search report, but because we weren't focused on the red and black and we were looking for blue and white Nike shoes, we left them there, but we did GPS the coordinates.
Stop you right there. That would have been Border Patrol Agent Wyatt Barnes.
Yes.
Okay, you heard his testimony.
Yes.
All right. Continue.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Continue.
Yeah. So on our initial search, we We knew they were out there. The pink hoodie was identified, but we didn't collect them because, again, we didn't have anything about a pink hoodie or a pink onesie, and the shoes weren't matching. And there's a lot of clothing out there. There's a lot of shoes out there. There's people's clothes. There's all type of debris. So I can't collect every single piece of clothing and article that we find. Later, I get the information that as the search team is out there, they had called 911 because they saw these shoes. And they posted a picture of these shoes somewhere or sent it to Naziah's brother. Naziah's brother then reached out to me and he sent me a picture of Naziah wearing the black and white Nike shoes.
Okay.
Once I saw she had the exact same shoes on that are depicted, that were described out there, I knew immediately where to go. I gathered a couple members of my team and we immediately went back out to where the shoes were GPS located and recovered the shoes. As we were there, that's when we found the black hoodie and then the pink jumpsuit that had been laid out by Agent Wyatt.
Okay.
Agent Wyatt.
Okay. Now, as it relates to those red and black Nike shoes, you had a photo that they were associated with Naziah in some way. Did you ever end up asking Annette to see if those shoes were still in Naziah's possessions?
Yes.
Okay. And did you ever end up recovering those pairs from Annette?
No.
So, after you recover the pink jumpsuit, the black hoodie, the shoes, what do you do with them?
I hope y'all listen to that really well because I want y'all.
So y'all heard that clearly. Yes, they took pictures, left them there, and came back whenever it was that they came back, weeks, months later, and retrieved them. And also they asked Annette for Naziah pairs of shoes, and she never got back to them with that information. Like, they did everything in this case to hinder this case, and that's why, like, I wouldn't have gave them any type of deals or anything like that if that's what happened allegedly. But yeah, it's a bunch of bull crap. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'm out. I'm gonna leave this video here and I'm gonna pick back up with another video that I have. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Bye.
We bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call it peace. VV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse.